Well, welcome back to NorsemenBasketball.com. 1:35 remaining on the clock until the second half. Even got a chance to talk to a couple of the boys down there. Willie's 10 points away from 1,000. Going over the scores here, Willie has 12 points. Cameron has 7. Dylan with 6. Stevie with 6. Kendall with 4. Schmitty with 4. Evan with 3 and Jack with 2. We have a 24-point lead, and Evan and Jack have a combined 5 points, Allie.
Wow.
Hey, I checked that out for you, and we're talking about the free throw percentage for the Paw Paw Bulldogs. 8 of 8, 100%.
Wow.
They have not missed.
That's impressive.
That is impressive. 24-point lead for the Norsemen, though. We're shooting. Let's see here. I just looked up that stat. Norsemen are shooting 58.1% from the field. They're 1 for 5 from downtown, only 5 attempts. And they are 7 of 11 from the free throw line. We have 13 rebounds, 7 assists, 10 steals, 2 block shots. Allison, get this. We have 1 turnover. Is it so far?
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's impressive.
We haven't been doing too good with the turnovers, so that's good that we've only let them have 1 today.
Okay, well, we're getting set here for the third quarter. We'll get our camera lady in position. And it looks like we're going with the starters. Our starters for this particular game, Jack, Will, Cameron, Schmitty, and Evan. Remember, Jack and Allie, Jack and Evan both have 3 fouls. Paw Paw sticking with the man-to-man. I'm not sure what our goal is here. Get Evan on the corner from downtown. Bam! Good way to start things off.
There we go. Way to start that second quarter off.
(47-27), 27-point lead, just to start off the half here. Talking to Cameron at halftime about the dunk, and he really wants to get that down. There's Cameron right on cue, and comes up with the steal. Jack running point guard, gives it over to Schmitty. Schmitty from downtown, no good. Back iron. Jack gets a block, doesn't want to get that 4th foul. (47-20), 6:40 remaining in the third quarter. Floater for the Bulldogs, no good. Jack with the defensive rebound. Willie bringing the ball up, looking around, skips it over to Schmitty. Schmitty thinking about the 3, doesn't take it. Willie has it, drives on his own. They tip it out, stays with the Norsemen. Willie's done that a lot where he's drove in. Out to Schmitty. Schmitty from downtown, rimming, no. Jack with the rebound, nothing doing. Willie with the rebound, puts it in. Willie with 14 points, needs 8 points to go for 1,000. Evan with a nice rebound. Evan running point guard, gives it out to Schmitty. Back over to Jack. Jack looking. 15-footer, no good. And here come the Bulldogs. I'm not sure what happened there. Coach Towson calling out a play. 49-20, 29-point lead, largest of the game. 5:23 remaining here in the third quarter. Working the ball around. They're switching on screens. Good job by the Bulldogs. Schomer behind the back. 3 seconds in the lane. Schomer with a beautiful move. Cameron gets caught in the lane on a 3-second call. Schomer showing his ball handling skills there, Allie.
That was a beautiful play right there.
Now, I hear that Schomer played some football when he was younger.
Yeah, he told me today that he had three touchdowns in one of his games, and he's really proud of that accomplishment. So I think that's pretty cool.
Well, you know what? A little history for you, or trivia, however you want to put it. Evan Schomer, guess who his coach was?
Who's that?
His coach was Bill Ladinsky.
Wow.
Who is the
reporter.
The reporter for the Daily Times.
Whenever I hear him talk about him, I always hear him say Big E.
That's exactly right. That's how he refers to him, as Big E, and it's always good. He always talks about Evan when him and I are talking about people who maybe are underrated, and Evan is definitely an underrated player. We hear about the claws all the time, which they are tremendous. You and I both agree with that.
We just don't hear about Evan enough.
We don't, and he's starting to get more press, especially since hitting 1,000 point. He's got a couple headlines, several awesome pictures. I remember the picture. I don't know if it was Burlington Central picture. I think it was in the Beacon.
Yep.
That was a tremendous picture. You can check that out on our picture section of NorsemenBasketball.com. And I think I have it as the lead picture, and Evan's jumping up and flexing kind of at the same time. It's a pretty awesome image.
Must be awesome for Bill to be able to follow him from his younger career to now and see how much he's changed and how much he's worked to get to where he is now.
You better believe it. Yeah, Bill was just beyond thankful for that video interview that we did, just because he could see him as a young man. In fact, I was talking to Evan's parents during halftime, and they said that they've had so many compliments on that, and that they're just so encouraged that their young man would speak so calmly, and he was so collected. He wasn't worried about what people were thinking. He just was speaking from the heart, and I think that's why the video has been watched well over 300 times.
Wow. I think the transformation from him as a player and even as a person from his younger days to now is just unbelievable.
Yeah, it really is. 51-20, 31-point lead. The Norsemen have their largest of the game. Cameron from way downtown. No good. Cameron was shooting those at halftime, Allie, and he just made them one after another, and just couldn't get it to go right there. And a little alley-oop play for the Bulldogs. They get on the board. Jack calling for it. High-low to Evan. Evan underneath, kind of blocks himself there, and then he gets the bucket.
The rebound for himself.
Lost the assist for Big Jack, but pads his rebounding stats. Dylan Patrick getting set to go in. Oh, Schmitty, if he saw the ball there, he was face guarding. If he would have saw the ball, he would have got the steal there.
Yeah, he's ready to jump in anytime you need him. He's a quick one.
.240 remaining here in the third quarter. 53-22, 31-point lead. And again, friends, you can hear a pin drop here. Willie gets the steal. He had the steal originally, and then he got the steal again. Evan gets fouled. So he tips it, doesn't get the steal, tips it on the second round, and then he pulls it out. 2:23 remaining, 22-53, 53-22.
Like you said, we're really trying to get that percentage up for Newark, so if Evan continues to make these, I think that's really good for our percentage as a team. We want to get it above 70, isn't that right?
Yeah, you better believe it. So we've got Cameron, Schmitty, and Willie all sitting down. And Kendall, Stevie, and Dylan come in.
Kendall's had a pretty good game today, so that's nice to see.
Oh, yeah. Evan hits them both. 55-22, 33-point lead. That's the largest of the game. 2:15 remaining in the third. Evan playing some stifling defense there, Allie.
Yeah, definitely.
Jack comes over, helps, doesn't get his...
Kendall with another rebound.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kendall does have 2 rebounds. Dylan has it. Oh, no look to Evan. Evan has it. Goes in, misses it. Jack gets fouled. And I think that Evan would like to have that one back. Big Jack going to the line. Jack has only 4 points for the game, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. First one's no good, and I hear Aunt Brenda
Yep.
not happy about that. Brenda and Red, parents of Brad Korn of Plano, All-Stater. Big Jack hits the second one. 56-22.
Had to make Aunt Brenda proud.
You better believe it. We're playing, continue to play man-to-man. They're playing man-to-man. I don't know if we have some sort of agreement. Won the JV game pretty handily. Evan with the steal. Gives it off to Stevie. Oh, and Evan floats in and count the bucket.
That was beautiful.
Nice little give and go from Evan to Stevie back to Evan. They're just kind of tossing it up. 58-22. Big Jack gets another block. Oh, and Dylan got caught with a foot out. Tried to slip it back in, knowing the game of basketball. 58-22, 36-point lead, 102 remaining. This is the largest lead of the game. Kendall almost had it. And Paw Paw scores again. That may only be 4 for the quarter. I don't remember what that halftime score was. Jack has it. He's controlling the traffic. Stevie over to Evan. Back to Dylan. Dylan from downtown. Bam!
That was a beautiful 3 by Patrick.
Yeah, great setup situation. Evan moves out, gives it into Jack. Jack to Evan. Evan to Dylan. 3-pointer. 61-24. Stevie with a near steal. 13 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. They'll hold it for one if they can. Dylan looking for a steal. We have no fouls, and he gets it. Dylan has a steal. Throw behind the back, I'm guessing. Drops it off to Evan. Evan shoots. Misses. A little bit more crisp, and we would have had that. 61-24. Norsemen up 37 points, which is the average margin for single A teams. So let's look at some stats here real quick, Allie.